she's gonna have to replace the whole wall.
You'll make me set in the
West
car.
side of the garage is bad. Plus,
There's a chair for you.
Oh, okay.
the wall on the backside.
It's gonna be little or nothing. Exactly. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Mike.
Just sit at the head.
Oh, my God. Well, you need to be. Right, well, like I was in the corner last time because I had to behave myself. My airplane is getting bigger now.
They'll get bigger.
Thank you.
The variety will produce until it gets hit by frost.
Okay, okay. I got been a little failure on my
One wall,
no.
we have to replace every day. Then all the tracking to the building. I don't know if she thought she was hitting the brake or the gas. Well, she thought she was going forward, and now she was going in reverse. I really don't know. Mary Beth could tell you, because she was there and watched them. She was just about right when she got there.
Because of you.
She stuck in the van when she walked. I know, because she only went down because she lost the walk. Well, no, they pulled her van right up next to her, in a chair. That's how she got in.
Two or three more people in there.
Remarkable.
What do you need, Debbie?
One chair.
Oh, we plugged up for you. I didn't hear you, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Got some handy? Yeah. Can you grab one right on my...
Oh, do you want me to go in the car?
That's
Oh,
the
yes,
place.
yes, oh my God, I'm used to that. I used to spend most of my time in school, so yes, yeah, that's no
It's
question.
that unico closet.
Yeah, well, that's true too. I'm calling here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, put them right around the table. Surprise
Chairs right in.
Yeah, put them right around the table.
Yeah, okay.
You know, if you sit by the table, you can take one out.
Well, actually,
John, if you sit at the table, you gotta take it out.
I will. I won't forget a thing.
You want my pencil, John?
Yes, please. Yes. Emma? Hartland?
We met a while ago.
Yes, we did.
Did you bring in, we need more of these? Yeah. He's gonna make some more copies.
anyway, you did see me food back? Not really any food, you know, about the time.
I don't know.
They didn't come yet?
No.
They didn't go inside yet?
He was gonna tell you instead of these.
Helby work together.
Next one?
Is that that?
You got it.
Well, I called them.
That's plenty. Thank you.
I said, just be very careful. And he was in right to the side.
That's what we
About those two. That's what we talked about.
Most of them.
So he was telling me. Was with him.
Birthday party Saturday.
He was mentioning your name. I was like, I know who she is.
My son called me before. She's so, we're so tired today. He's there to speak. Baby, he goes. Yeah. I was amazed.
Small, keep them big. Either we won't get smaller or we're getting bigger.
She's awake at 4 o'clock, this morning.
We're getting bigger.
Skip leaving for work, and he's going to chill on the other side. So they, every morning, real well. And he usually goes for his rest at lunch. She had a big birthday party Saturday.
One or two? No, one's one.
I got the whole collection at home.
You do?
Oh, God, yes. You know, on the budget committee, I read it. Thank you, my dear. Appreciate it.
Everybody got one now? Okay, let's begin with the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Have the minutes of the last meeting.
Selectmen's meeting minutes, Monday, August 20th, 2018, at the town office at 5 p.m. Item number 1, minutes of the previous meetings, and we read minutes aloud for August 6th, 2018. And then a motion to accept minutes as read, voted 3-0 to accept. Item number 2 was ground rules for the meeting. Judy reviewed the rules of the meeting. Citizens may attend all select persons meeting except executive session. Citizens may tape or record meetings, and citizens may only speak when given permission. Item number 3 was public forum, and under that, ITCC subcommittee starting to beautify downtown for the 2020 celebration. Asking for town to provide 2 dumpsters and to use the town office number. Motion to help voted 3-0. H.E.A.T, standing for Hartland Environmental Advisory Team, an email group, asked if we can put the landfill license online. They gave examples of Juniper Ridge putting minute-to-minute information on their website. Marie Mitchell stated that at 10:30 the night before it smelled lovely at her home. She also has a rat coming around her house. It is gray and it drives the dogs wild, and there is no garbage outside her house. Rick Sandberg stated that the flies are terrible. And then Hadley stated, I will check on the neighbor's garage garbage situation. It is my rental. Item number 4, new business. Jessica Willett, Sebastopol Valley Health Drug-Free Project, did not show up. Motion to sign and accept the resolution to accept Northern Border Regional Commission grant, and we voted 3-0 to accept. We signed abatements, RE 1225, map 26, lot 16, wrong owner assessed for $473.02. RE 925, map 21, lot 24, homestead and veteran exemptions omitted for $587.60. We signed a supplement. And then RE 1225, map 26, lot 16. Whoop, that must be a repeat.
No, you have to do an in and an out. When it gets changed, you have to do both of them.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, we signed supplement, and then RE 1225, map 26, lot 16, the wrong owner assessed $473.02. We signed the CMP pole permit for Fort Hill Road. And then under other, the next meeting was set for Tuesday, 9/4/18 at 5 p.m. Chris reported that the RSU 19 is looking for an answer on the consolidated school. Chris to work with Dave Pelton and put a plan on paper for presenting. Item 6, we signed warrants, and at 5:38, meeting adjourned. Respectfully submitted, Chris Littlefield, Town Manager. I move we accept the zone amendment, motion to help voted 3-0 to accept.
All those in favor?
I suggest a change, because we're not an email group. Is that what it said? Or
Reading again, it says H.E.A.T, Hartland Environmental Advisory Team, and email group.
No, we're not
As-
an email group. We're
I
just a
thought
group.
that's what you stated when you read to us that evening. I could have misspoke on that.
I don't think so, but.
What would you?
It's just a group of citizens concerned.
So we can cross off email.
Yeah. I did say that, that's an error.
So we also need to amend that as a group of citizens.
Do I hear a motion to accept them as amended?
So moved.
Second? Second. All those in favor? Okay, public forum. Any questions or comments? Yes.
I have a question. At the August 6th meeting, there was $16,000 transferred for the transfer station for a feasibility study, and that was approved, is that correct?
I believe so, yep.
Okay. I'm just curious as to why that wasn't in the August 6th minutes.
I have no idea.
I don't have a set ready, I'll go back and look at it.
I got
Does it
that.
say anything about carry forward? Could be. Motion to accept carry forwards as presented. Yeah, it's right here under this one right here. So it's the first one, it says motion to accept carry forwards as presented, voted 3-0 to accept. And under number 4, under new business,
I saw that, but everything was listed.
right, it's as presented. I presented them with a list.
Right, the shingles, the roof, the fire department, to assist the Lions Club. The first part,
It just
open
doesn't have,
house.
well, it just says it.
It just
we
says
approved
carry
as it-
forwards
as it
as
was
presented.
presented.
Yeah.
So that must have been part of what was presented and it was accepted by this group.
Excuse me,
Yeah,
if you make a list of something that's presented, shouldn't the list itself be included within the minutes? That way it's clear for the public to know
we
what
can
was.
do that and make sure that's done in the future.
I think that's what they do down in the legislature.
Yes,
What's the feasibility study for, moving the dump from where it's existing to down here?
Yes, that's what the money's for on the transfer station, to relocate it. Yep.
I'm not saying to type it all out, but just as an attachment to the minutes. You could just make copies or attachment to your minutes or whatever. That way you don't have to retype everything all over again.
The
reminds me of one question that we had, when we presented you with the email and we emailed it to you. I didn't get any responses back, but there was a question in there as to whether or not the minutes can be amended after they've already been approved. So I guess that leads to that question that Paula had, and also we had a question about a meeting that left out some stuff as well. So I just wondered if that's possible.
I
And
don't
if it should
think
be.
so. I think once you've approved it and it stands, you might come up, you might mention it at the next meeting where it's been brought up and discussed.
So just mention that it was discussed, that we did put a question in our email to you. And also I have a request for some public information that one of our members had asked for quite a while ago, and some other things that other members have asked for that we haven't received yet. So I just wanted to give that to you in writing, because I know you're supposed to have like 10 days or something to respond to that. I understand.
It says that you were, the town manager was asked for 30 years test well reports, have not received them, it's been over 10 days. This is public information. Have not drank my well water. Linwood Cove. Oh, Linwood Cove Violet. I guess this goes.
Okay, just for point of clarification, folks, we've had questions asked about large volumes of information, okay? It is public information, but our folks have to spend time and energies researching.
That's why they give you 10 days.
They give you 10 days, but you also have to pay for it. Okay, it's 50 cents a page and $15 an hour. So if you want this information, we'll give you a price, and you tell us if you want to do that. We have done that with one request, and they refused, they didn't want to pay the price.
Okay.
Okay? So, this one I have not seen in writing. I was asked, but I did not have it in writing. I'll put a price together for it.
Okay.
It's hard to decipher, but you can do it.
Okay?
Question,
Just a minute.
I just want to be clear. If you come in and ask for the information without having it copied, you have to pay for it?
If they spend time looking it up, you have to pay so much for that time.
It's the same way to DEP. If you went right to the DEP, they have the same information. They're gonna charge you for every page you ask them to copy. You can come in and look at the information here and sit and do the information. We provided that opportunity, and he said
Like
he
they
didn't
can
want it.
give you the information, you can sit and look at it.
Right, we can do
And then
that.
write it down.
Yep.
But do you have to pay for it if you come in and sit and look at
No,
the info?
not if you look at all the information.
Well-
If you want us to photocopy it,
That's
That's
what
what we
I'm asking.
requested.
That's what the amount is for.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Or if they have to sit and look it up themselves, we have to reimburse them for their time. But if you come in and get the information and sit down, and there's always a place up here, to sit down, look it over, no.
And we can make our own copies and just pay for the copies. Is that right?
yes, you
Yeah.
can do that, yep.
Yes.
Has the town manager got this information in his file? Right now?
I wouldn't have it in, I would have to go downstairs
You
and.
have to have it to qualify for the DEP guidelines.
Right, we'll probably have it somewhere here. It's either gonna be at the treatment plant or here.
And it.
I'm not gonna be able to just tell you that it's readily available. I wouldn't have any
Public
idea.
information, it should be.
Right, it is, you can,
It's
it's
here.
available.
It's available, but that doesn't mean it's in his office and that he
No,
can put his hands on it.
I'm qualified to have a copy as a taxpayer in the town of Hartland.
Yes, you are, but you have to follow the same rules that everybody else has to follow. It's called the Freedom of Information Act.
Yeah.
And if you do your research on it, you have to pay for the information if it's excessive amounts of information. That's the law. It's designed to protect all taxpayers, so that we don't have to spend hours and hours and hours looking for documentation. We don't know what's gonna come of it one way or the other, so, we could spend hours photocopying paper over and over and over and just hand it out to everybody coming through, and it costs a lot of money for
Yeah.
copies, ink, all those things.
It's also their time. If they're doing that, they're not getting their regular work done. So they do have jobs here and they do work hard.
Okay, this comes to my question. You have a public website, why is not public information posted on such public website? And I do believe you do
It's very
get,
time consuming, and that's the only reason why it's not there.
why is it time consuming?
Because you have to get every bit of that information and pull up the website and put it on there. It's not like you can go like this and it's there. It doesn't happen that way.
I know, I've been in computers since 1981. It does not take that much time. You scan it, you log it, and you record it.
Or if you had
It
somebody
does not take that
volunteer,
much time.
I don't
would you
know
like them?
if you had a
Yeah, I
volunteer.
don't see an issue with that.
If somebody knows something about
Right.
websites and wants to volunteer their time,
Thank you.
Thank you.
anything else? Because once we move on, that's the end of the discussion. Okay, hearing none. Is there any unfinished business?
No.
And under new business, we need to approve the special town meeting minutes,
I have one thing to ask before we move on.
okay?
So, the two dumpsters, you said there was an issue with the dumpsters.
Yeah, I have it on here.
You got it on?
Yeah,
All right,
cleanup
all right,
day.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No, it's on there. I didn't have it on, I wrote it on here under other.
Okay, we need those minutes to sign.
Right, right here.
We have to sign this one front too.
Yeah, you got two spots there for that.
Now, this is what was discussed at the special town meeting.
Yes. It's the minutes in the ordinance itself. So it's,
It's that official sheet.
That's the whole reason for doing it.
Once it's been signed, then we can publish it. It can be put in the minutes. We have an abatement to sign.
yep, the abatement here, individual, it's for map and lot, map 1, lot 42, and it's, the individual had a house that, or a building, I should say, that got torn down and didn't get taken off the tax assessment this year, so they're asking for an abatement. It's in the amount of $649.07. So,
Yep.
got two spots. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is, just to let you know if you're interested in going, KB Cog's 51st annual meeting is Thursday, September 27th, 2018. It's gonna be at 5:30. It says, reception with locally sourced menu, tour of the Snow Pond campus, presentations by Healthy Northern Kennebec initiatives to improve community health outcomes and food security in Kennebec County. Snow Pond Center of the Arts, it's Route 23 in Sydney, Maine. The attendance is, fee is $20 per couple. Please RSVP by September 24th, 2018. Send completed registration form and check payable to KB Cog by calling Brandy Meter. Just didn't know if any of you are interested in that event.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll do it. We'll go.
Okay.
I went to last time.
Yes, I gotta speak. I'm the president this year. Okay. All right, good.
Okay, we need to set a meeting date for the landfill.
Yep, I'd like to do a meeting the week of the 17th. I don't know the actual day. I just wanted to see if that's gonna work for you. I get several folks to coordinate with, and I'm sure that we can pick an evening. Our next meeting is the 17th, so I would like to do it Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. Just wanted to talk to you guys and see if we have a couple of options to get out there. We've got several entities that will be here, so just gotta have a little flexibility with it.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is good for me.
No, Friday. Wednesday or Thursday,
Tuesday,
Wednesday.
Wednesday, Thursday. Wednesday, Thursday.
Wednesday, Thursday, yeah.
I'm willing for either Wednesday or Thursday.
Okay.
Is one better than you? At what time, so that people can be there?
Well, we'll put an ad in Rolling Thunder. I think we should do it over to the school, so we have more room, and,
The community center?
yeah, and,
How about Thursday? Is that okay with everybody?
yeah, the other thing that I think we should probably do like a 7 o'clock meeting, give people time to get home,
Yep.
and, do it a little later in the evening.
What's that date, 20th?
The 20th, at 7 p.m.
Yeah, we'll advertise it in Rolling Thunder. I gotta check with the school, make sure we can use the building and do all that coordinating.
Can I just ask a quick question? Is this just for the informational meeting?
Yes.
No vote or anything? just-
No vote, no, it's just an information meeting. Seven sound good?
Yep. We had something else about the dumpsters.
Yeah, I wanted to share with, had to, I had a conversation with Lou Pizzuti, as you know. Lou's landfill inspector, and I speak with him frequently during the week, and I just got talking about the cleanup day, and he referenced me. I apologize, I can't put my hands on the information comes out of chapter 402 on page 2 of that from the Maine state law, but a cleanup day has to be a town initiative if it's away from your transfer station, which we already are doing that, that's all good. The only products that you're allowed to collect at that site is waste wood, construction and demolition grade tires and white goods. And any of the white goods that you collect that have Freon, whether it be AC, freezer, refrigerator, the Freon must be removed by a certified person prior to taking it for salvage. And the other thing that they request is somebody who has knowledge about the transfer station laws be present so that there is not garbage that's thrown in with it and so forth. So I just wanted to share that with everybody and make sure that, we're okay with doing it. I just want everybody to know what the ground rules are, so we don't get in trouble with DEP, that's all. And we gotta put the dumpsters on town property if we do it on another site. So, the option to that, or an option to that, would be to use the transfer station, reduce the fees for the day, and we have somebody there that's doing it. It's additional monies that we didn't budget doing this. Not sure that it impacts us a great deal. If they filled the dumpsters, it runs around $4,000. So it is, you know, if we get a big full amount, it could be an issue, but, I just thought I should check on the ground rules with the DEP, so we're all set with that. And he kinda laid it out for me. So I wanted to see what you'd like to do, or how you'd like to approach it.
Yes, Robin.
Two things. One, this is not an ITCC subcommittee. This group is the vision team, and it's just, you know, concerned Hartland residents. And the other thing, due to the fact that the 15th and 16th is really coming up very soon, I'm thinking that probably in the springtime would be a better time to do it instead of doing it now. Because, you know, because we have to advertise it and, you know, get everything set up and all that stuff. And we surely do not want anybody to cross any lines, you know, of legal versus illegal. So I think maybe the springtime would be better, and if you would give us your support in the springtime, we definitely would be very pleased to have that help.
Thank you. Now, things that I think of, like I had a woman say, well, they take my old wheelchair. It's an electric wheelchair. I need to know if that can happen. The other thing is, a lot of the people, like this person in particular, doesn't have a vehicle, doesn't drive. So how is that gonna happen? She's gonna need somebody to pick that up for her. Is that gonna be something that's available?
Yes.
Okay.
We asked at the last meeting if we could use the town office number for those citizens who are in that same, you know, predicament that they can't get help. We have manpower, we just need to know that they need help.
Very good. But check on that wheelchair and see if that's something.
Well, the wheelchair really would have to go to the transfer station, because it doesn't fall under these
Right.
categories.
And that is something that we intend to take a load of, you know, if there are items that don't fit where they should be.
Okay.
So the September has been canceled until springtime.
This is a free of charge thing, like the tires and the
Well, I think that was the goal, right? That's the goal. It's a free of charge to the person, it's not free of charge to the town.
right.
We
I
still have to
understand,
pay for
I
it.
understand.
It's part of our obligation.
Okay, anybody else have anything?
I have one other thing about, I wanted to tell you where we're at with equipment for snow plowing. We have purchased 3 trucks, which you are aware of. We have purchased a loader, and we also have purchased a trackless snow machine for the sidewalks. It's a sidewalk machine, actually. And that's coming with a snow blower, plow, and a sweeper. And a sand, there is, yes, thank you, there is a sander all made up for the back as well, so. Yeah.
I was just curious, where are you gonna house this equipment? And who's gonna work on it? Who's gonna drive it?
What's that?
Who's gonna work on it, and who's gonna
We're gonna end up, we haven't worked out the housing part of it yet, to be honest with you. We certainly have some space, as we start to work in the sand shed, we'll have some space there, it's limited. But we would be able to get something for a machine in there, probably the loader will stay there. It's conceivable, depending on if Cal's Waste sells their buildings, they may let us put some of the machinery in the buildings for the winter. I'm not sure that they will do that, I haven't asked them, but they may allow us to do that. As far as working on them, it will be maintenance folks that do truck maintenance. We do have one gentleman that does quite a bit of work on our stuff. He has a background in bus garages. He worked in bus garage for a long time, so he's very familiar with heavy equipment. And he does a very nice job, but he doesn't always have time. So some of it would have to be found out as needed, probably.
Have we purchased those trucks, all that equipment already?
Yes.
Have I missed a meeting where that was brought up?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
What was the amount?
What's that?
What was the amount for all of this, the trucks? Approximately.
Well, how about if I bring it to you on paper next time, so we have it in writing? Let's do it in writing, so that,
And the maintenance man, will you have to have a contract with him?
no, the maintenance, the guy that does our maintenance now works for us now. Yeah. Yeah. But we do hire out the garages from time to time with maintenance work on vehicles.
I would just say that it's an experiment at best, but who knows if we're gonna be able to do it better than the last couple of years. I gotta believe that's gonna be the end result, better than the last couple of years. I'm sure there's gonna be blips.
It's a learning process.
I'm sure there's gonna be phone calls, but I can't imagine it would be worse than what we've experienced as a town together for the last 2 years. But I'm hoping with the purchase of the equipment, the people that we have willing to help, it's gonna be better.
Okay, if there's nothing else, we'll sign warrants.
Good job, how's it going?